Hello, welcome to Trading with Emotions. Hope you guys had an awesome holiday break. Let's get it. Let's get back into it. It's not financial advice, just trying to have some fun. All right, let's get to it. We are going to call this cycle sessions. Okay? It's not a thing, it's just relevant to the cycle that I have going on. Okay? So bear with the man. For those of you who don't know what a session is, well, the definition states that it's a period of time devoted to a specific activity. So, what this means is that every session has a specific role, a specific duty. It has a meaning. Cycle sessions are like jam sessions. You know, you get your little organ guy, he's starting the beat. Not even the drummer. I mean, this guy said, nope, we're doing 100 beats per minute. Well, the drummer guy wants to come in now. Okay. And now they want to get a little funky. Yeah, there goes the bassist. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, just the 3-piece. Simple. Stop. Okay, we'll get back to that. What does this have to do with cycle sessions? Well, jam sessions are known for the improvising that comes with it. Because in jam sessions, you have your individual role as a bassist, as a drummer, as a keyboardist to play a part in this jam session, correct? Well, so do cycles. Cycles have individual roles within their session, and that session is constantly improvising. It's constantly changing, and this is called shifting. So within this big cycle, you have sessions constantly shifting and bouncing off of each other when they improvise. The one way to look at this is, well, bring the jam session back. Groove is pretty chill, nothing crazy. But now the bassist wants to get all funky and shit. I mean, that's awesome, bro. Everybody else is gonna jump in. Okay, yeah. Loving it, loving it. This is improvising right here, okay? Alright, what the fuck was that? Yep. You just witnessed session shifting. I know. The tempo never changed. The structure changed. And that's the point I'm trying to make. It's that within these sessions, we're constantly shifting around, improvising around this session that's happening. And you're probably asking, how can we even relate this to music? Well, it's the fucking thing about music, man. Music is the foundation of frequencies, waves, cycles. All of this shit ties in with music. That is the beauty of it, man. But what does it mean? Let's compare, right? We just heard this funky ass sexy jam session go down. And let me tell you, dude, AMC's got one too. And this session that AMC has is also improvising. It's also changing in structure. And how does it do that? It does that with volume. So what is volume? What is heavy volume? FOMO, or a crazy catalyst event, right? When a FOMO kicks in, so does the algo. And what does this mean? Well, the algorithm has now sucked in this volume, this unexpected volume, due to FOMO, or a catalyst. And what happens now is that it goes through a checkpoint, or an inspection phase. So this is what I call the test run pattern. And I've referred to this pattern in the past as the projector. It's the green pattern. What it will do is it'll check for margin requirements. It'll literally run the entire algorithm with every leverage it has. And it'll do one of two things. It'll fail or it'll succeed. When it fails, we get a run up. Or we get the squeeze ultimately, which is what we're trying to do. But if it succeeds, the cycle sessions will shift. And this is the most important thing here in this video. When the cycle sessions shift, you get these inverse patterns playing out. If you guys saw my last video on breaking flags, I talked about this pattern that was playing out inverse to the cycle. I thought November 15th that we were going to play out this cycle in regular form. I thought we were going to squeeze then because the cycle was there. It was put in place. I had been tracking it for 2 months. It was awesome. I was like, bro, I'm hyped for this. Like, this is it. And it played out the opposite way. Now listen to me, okay? This is what they're doing. This is why the shifting is extremely important. Once you pass this checkpoint, once you pass this projector pattern, and it signals success or failure, the algorithm has now chosen the upside or the downside On November 15th, it chose the downside. It said there's not enough volume coming in, so we are going to short this. And we're going to take this opportunity. We're going to take this opportunity to go short and prolong what could be the squeeze. This is what they think. They think that they're still going to be able to get this down to a penny and make everybody forget about this synthetic naked shorting and everything that's happening. And what pattern was the indicator? What pattern was the projector here? This pattern right here. This pattern is found before every major run-up that we've had. November 2020's run-up, the January run-up, and the June run-up, they all have a projector. And this projector shines a light, looks the fucking same to what is supposed to be this big run-up, or what could have ultimately been the squeeze, but somehow got delayed. So yeah, they're able to short this once it goes through the checkpoint and it realizes that there's not enough volume and that they're going to be okay with the margin they have. They're going to be okay with everything the algorithm listed. However, if the algorithm says, hey guys, it's getting close, you got to be careful here. I don't know, there seems to be a lot of volume and I'm not sure if I can hold this any longer. This is where they have a backup plan, because what happens is no matter what, you will create this projector pattern that will come up and it'll come down. And it's done on purpose because as the cycle is shifting around these sessions, it's doing it in a way to align with these option expiration dates. And this is where I'm going to get to my final point and the most important. Because what most likely happened was the smaller hedge funds got fucked with retail coming in that created this chain of events. And now what has to happen is have to come in, improvise, and shift around these sessions. And yeah, they do it according to these option expiration dates because it's in their best interest. This is how they do it. Get this. It wasn't until May 28th that they added $70 contracts to the June 18th monthly expiration dates. They did this every day until June 3rd. And June 3rd, they went ahead and added the 145s. They added these contracts, sold them at extremely high premiums because of implied volatility. Retail bought these, and then they shorted the fuck out of AMC. And these large institutions, these market makers that provide this liquidity to options, ended up keeping the premiums, and they won that round. They were able to win this round by hitting a psychological level on a technical perspective and bring the price down to levels that the average trader would think to sell at. And this would cause selling pressure, bring the price down, and then they would prolong the squeeze, right? Creating this giant fucking flag that we were in for 6 months, making us think the technicals were going to be ready again, and then we failed that test run. You know why this is pretty cool though? It's cool because, yeah, technicals do matter, okay? If you don't believe that, that's fine. I believe technicals matter because they set us up for this projector. They set us up to go through this checkpoint. Once the technicals look very, very favorable, that's when it becomes dangerous for hedge funds. Not only do they have to worry about catalysts and volume coming in, but they have to worry about the cycle. They have to worry about the way it's structured. And when they short a stock, they have to cover. And you will see that playing out throughout the cycle. You have your regular pattern being shorted, and then months later, you have that pattern being repeated as they're covering those shares that they shorted. This is just to keep a neutral hedging position throughout this big-ass clusterfuck that they got themselves into. Remember, all it takes is a couple of hedge funds to go down and some FOMO that kicks in with a catalyst. But this will only happen when the technicals are ready. And yes, I know that I've said in the past, they'll make us think the technicals are ready. But this all has to do with the checkpoint. This all has to do with the projector. If the technicals are ready and there's not enough volume, then we have failed the checkpoint. But if the technicals are ready and we check everything off that they're expecting should not happen, then we are good to go. So what's the current setup then? Where are we in this cycle? Here we can see that we're coming real close to what would be this projector. The only thing that I'm looking at right now is obviously this pattern that we're currently in. We're in what could possibly be this inverse head and shoulders. But it could also be a wedge. It could be a falling wedge that is typically bullish because of the divergence. Possibly on Monday, we would get a small drop and then bounce back. Either complete this wedge and go to the upside because of this pattern, or play out this inverse head and shoulders. Drop a little bit on Monday, maybe into Tuesday, and then start to go up. That would just make sense with just the cycle and the way it's structured. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. I love to answer you guys, and we can chat it out, okay? I'm going to be posting more videos throughout the week, so stay tuned for that, and hopefully go live at some point. I definitely want to do that and chat out with you guys, so hope you guys have a great start to the week. And man, let me just say, I hope this is our year. I have a good feeling about this, okay? Let's get it. Fucking love you guys. Bye-bye.